Yes. Hi, my name is Ann Baudier. I am an RN and I work with AmeriGroup as their health promotions coordinator. And we are here today with Healthy Start in Lutcher, Louisiana. And we are promoting healthy children. We do activities. I know that Healthy Start here in Lutcher is doing activities with the children today. We're doing healthy eating, healthy exercise, getting off of the sofa, getting out of the house, not playing the video games and getting active, eating properly. We're teaching the children how to design their plates for healthy food and healthy eating. We also have activities for the children, such as the spacewalk and bouncy balls, jump ropes, coloring books, different activities for them to participate in. It's important in Louisiana. We seem to be having a problem with obesity of our children in the Louisiana area, and we are trying to changing that by coming out and getting involved with the children and doing activities and teaching the parents and teaching the schools and getting involved. So that's what we're about.
I think as far as nutrition, as I do my nutrition assessments with the different families, I see that some of the parents need to be more educated on healthy habits, especially the eating habits. I know how things are now. Everything is fast-paced, and so a lot of times I find that the families are eating fast foods because there's so much on the go, and so they're not preparing those healthy meals like they really should.
What can we do to prevent our community from being fat or overweight?
I usually eat until I'm full, but I read an article that said you don't have to necessarily eat until you're full. So I think that helps a lot. I also read an article where it says, you know, over in China, most people over there are skinny opposed to the people over here, and it's because they chew their food 15 more times than we do.
Like in my family, we have down through the years, we have lost a lot of relatives due to obesity, having heart attacks and stuff like that. So that shocks me when we talk about obesity. That kind of makes me think about I need to slow down a bit because I don't want that to happen to me and stuff like that.
In 5th grade, that's when I started making a schedule, and I started sticking to that schedule of waking up, eating breakfast, then waiting till 9, and eating a snack. And that's when I'll wait till lunchtime and get a meal, and then I wait till 3:30, and then I get another snack. I have the 2 snacks. One snack is the healthy snack, and then the other one is the junk. So you can still be healthy and still enjoy things that you like.
And in order to eat healthy, we need to eat from the food group, which is our fruits. Now, we're eating fruits right now, aren't we? Our grain, some of you had grain this morning, which was grits, bread, and we didn't have any rice. And protein. You know, we have to have protein, don't we? To keep our muscles and things. And protein is our meats. Not only meats, but beans, eggs, and our nuts. Sunflower seeds. How many eat sunflower seeds? No. They are good for us. Okay. Peanuts, popcorn. And this year you should have eaten plenty of pecans, because we had plenty of pecans this year. Vegetables, greens, cabbage, peas, squash, All those are vegetables that we should eat every day. 5 a day is the way. Let me hear you say that. 5 a day is the way. Yes, 5 a day. 5 fruits and vegetables a day.
Each or all at once?
You know, sometimes you can get a mixed, like our fruits, you can get pineapple and peaches, mixed fruits. That's all in one, isn't it? Yes, yes. And it's just good to eat fresh fruits and vegetables, fresh.
My name is Irma Davis. Everybody call me Jean Davis.
So, Ms. Davis, tell me, did you participate in the obesity survey?
I did.
What do you think? What about the survey itself?
I think it's a good thing to do because I think it kind of wake people up and start them thinking about what's going on. And unhealthy eating is not good for you at all. And when I was a child growing up, we ate like organic stuff because we didn't have all these fertilizers and different chemical stuff that grows the food real fast now. And I really think that the chemical that they put into the food just explodes in us. Most people don't think that though, but I do. But as a child growing up, I was real skinny. And now I am 76 years old and I've gained weight. And there has been a period of time when I didn't pay attention to my cooking, but I do now. And I like to grill, I like to bake, you know, like my meat. And in cooking, I always have 2 vegetables, not with a lot of oil or grease or, say, butter or seasoned food with a lot of fat, such as turnip greens and stuff like that. Put a lot of fat meat in. I don't do that now. I put some in there, but not a whole lot. Okay, and I've learned to cut back on the salt. And I like to eat vegetable. I like to eat fruit in its season. And that's about it.
Do you like eating raw vegetables?
Some, not a whole lot. I like, you know, like cabbage, when you make slaw out of it. That's the way I like to eat that, raw. And I like carrot, cucumbers, and stuff like that in a tossed salad. And I like salad, especially in the summertime. And I like fish, but I don't like it baked. I like it fried, but I'm not a big fish lover. So I think I can get away with that. And I'm in the process of trying to lose some weight now, so I'm cutting down on the amount of food that I eat. I'm also exercising.
So how often do you exercise? What's your routine?
Monday through Friday, once a day. And on Saturday and Sunday, I seem to be too busy to exercise, but if I can stick to Monday through Friday, I'll be doing fine.
What are the exercise activities that you do?
I walk, and I'm beginning to ride the bike, exercise bike. And after I get that down, then I'm going to go to the treadmill. But I'm either walking inside of the building here or on the outside of the building.
How far do you walk a day?
I don't really know, but I walk about 4 laps around here in the auditorium, about 3 on the outside when I go all the way around the building.
This morning presentation, what was your take on that in terms of the presenter's information? Did you learn something different or new, or was there a moment that was an aha moment for you during her presentation?
Yes, when she mentioned eating those 2 green beans. I had never thought about that. I don't know if I can eat it or not, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll give it a try. And the grain that's in the yogurt, that whole grain cereal, it's got nuts and stuff in it that's in the, she put in the yogurt. I like that. And the, what she called the vegetable shish kebab. I had never heard tell of that, but I liked it.
Was it a fruit or vegetable?
Fruit.
Okay.
Fruit, that's what it was.
Fruits.
It had the bananas, strawberry, grape, orange. I believe there's some shade on there, but it was good.
So what's your takeaway from today's presentation that you might employ? Some of the things you talked about, what's your takeaway?
The vegetable, not vegetable, fruit, shish kebab, and the green bean that you eat raw. And I think she gave us the recipe how to make that yogurt stuff.
So how long have you been in the process of changing your eating habit and the way you cook to reduce?
Oh, about a month now. About a month.
And how do you feel when you do your exercise and those kind of things?
Well, first start off with it just makes you sore and tired, but they tell me that's gonna level off. I'm gonna stick with it. Next time you come around, I hope to be done lost about 15 pounds at least.
And if we want to be healthy, we're going to have to do better. We're going to have to walk or dance. What is dancing? Come on, exercise.
Zumba, what is it?
Zumba is a Latin form of dancing, but it's an exercise dance. It was designed in Colombia by a man by the name of Beto Perez. And it is a very exhilarating form of dancing that has all these fabulous beats that just works the energy up, the energy levels high, and it allows you to lose weight really, really fast. And it's fun.
So how does this tie in with your obesity project?
Well, actually, it gives the women who come to Zumba, and usually it's women, it's not limited to women, but for some reason it's women. Men perceive it as a women workout, but for the women that come, they have an opportunity to dance. The dances are very sexy dancing, so they feel good outside. They find themselves, working their way to a form of dancing that forms their body back to its original state, and they just enjoy the opportunity to work out and not feel like it's a workout. It's just fun. It's them given a chance to dance and be free and enjoy it at the same time, lose weight. But for us with the obesity piece, it gives the community an opportunity to tap into something that's a fun way of losing weight, and at the same time what we do is we provide educational information on eating, how to eat, what we should eat, portion sizes, healthy eating habits and all that. So we incorporate not only the workout but also eating so the women can have twofold. Okay, well, since I've started my lifestyle change and started Zumba and started eating better, I've noticed that my blood pressure is doing well and my sugar levels have gone down. And Zumba has just been doing great as far as just all around health. And we're doing the taste and see and learning how to eat better and eat more healthy. There are other things that we may not think about that contributes to obesity, such as those community stressors, such as payday lenders that are community stressors, and in the state of Mississippi that is a real problem because the legislation has not been able to assist some of those agencies that's trying to ban those payday lenders in the community. And what happens is that you have low-income communities that are already dealing with financial hardships, and then they're resorting to these type of sources to get them out of the financial hardships that they're already experiencing. And basically what it does is it creates a greater hardship, and then in turn creates a greater stress on the family. And a lot of times people who are obese, food is their comforter. And then we have those issues around adequate sidewalks for our children to walk on, ride their bikes. Sidewalks are not in the community for kids to play on sidewalks, and that's different in each community. The walkability piece is huge in communities, low-income communities especially. And then there are issues around, as we look at our communities, when we talk about obesity, we don't think about those issues that, such as food stores, the grocery stores, the difference in the local grocery stores. There are 2 grocery stores here in our communities, 2 same grocery stores that are 2 different grocery stores when you go to different parts of the community. There's one that's in the predominantly black community that has different foods than the ones that are in the whiter communities or the white communities. Those grocery stores may have organic foods and those type of things. So as we talk about these issues around health disparities and chronic illnesses, it's important that we look at these barriers that poses problems that attributes to obesity, because once you decide that you want to work on your obesity or try to eat healthier, access to those foods that are better foods may not be readily available to you based upon where you live. So those are issues that attributes to obesity, as well as the fact that the schools that the children attend, do they have adequate playgrounds and access to playground equipment, the funding to provide those type of exercise equipment for kids to play on during the recess. So these are all stressors in our community that attribute to obesity, as well as other stressors that attribute to our children not getting quality education. When we look at the violent communities, yes, a parent may not think about the fact that, yes, I put my child to sleep at night at 9 o'clock. What do you mean he's not getting sleep, or he's sleeping in class? Well, what the parent may not be looking at is the stress of the violence in that community. Yes, you put little Johnny to sleep at 9, but did he go to sleep at 9 because there's gunshots over his head, or he's fearful of his life in his sleep at night? When he should be asleep, he's awake because he's stressed because of the violence around him. So therefore, this child has been deprived of his sleep at night. Then when he goes back to school the next day, he's not able to function because he's not had a lot of sleep. So all these things affect our health. And we talked about the liquor stores in the community. We have liquor stores in almost every corner of these low-income communities. People go to those liquor stores to cope when they're dealing with other hardships and other financial issues, other stressors in the community. And as they do that, they use alcohol, and they constantly go to the alcohol store, which attributes to other chronic illnesses such as liver disease and these type of things that are in the community. And the alcohol does not help the diabetes that they are already experiencing, diabetes issues. And so it's a ripple effect, and it's just this one big old cycle that a lot of education is needed. And I really would like to see us do more preventive care, provide a lot of funding or more funding as it relates to being preventive, and, as opposed to being reactive, let's be more proactive as it relates to these issues in our community, and provide some education to these parents, especially those parents who are low-income family members that are getting food stamps. We're giving them the food stamps, and I don't know if there's a way to regulate it, but from my standpoint, I think it would be beneficial to regulate those stamps and regulate the foods so that when they're purchasing those foods, maybe the grocery stores could have healthy choices. They have a pick 5 where they go out and get all this pork and all this other unhealthy foods. So give a healthy pick, do a healthy pick, and they can pick healthier foods. Give them a chart of healthy foods that they can pick from to help them understand that there's a healthier choice. Because sometimes the kids are at school, they're getting educated, but the parents are not being educated, and the kids will be more open to receive that healthy food or healthier food choice. But the parents are not receiving that education at home, so thereby they're going to the grocery store buying unhealthy food, which is totally the opposite of what the school is promoting. So there needs to be a fair ground for everyone to receive the education in order to keep the health going as it relates to the families.